We are live, says YouTube. Welcome back, everybody. We had over 150 of you wonderful, beautiful, intelligent people out there viewing, and we're looking to smash those numbers. So let's go. Let's effing go. By the way, you can't swear in the beginning of streams or YouTube gets mad at you. So it'll be effing until maybe halfway through. Welcome back, everybody. Today is, I actually don't even know. Today is Wednesday. I know that. Today's Wednesday. I'll be on Across the Blockchain later today at 5 p.m. East. Check me out there. And we're back live. We got a lot to look at. We've been doing some marathon streams, and I'm hoping not to go for 2.5 hours today, but we will find out. You know, I have no control over it. Let's shout out to our sponsor, Bybit, the #1 crypto derivatives exchange in the world, in my opinion, and Market Cypher, one of the, no, let's say the greatest trading tool of all time. Shout out to Mr. CryptoFace. Enough of that. Crowdanalysis.com, we're still publishing articles, still looking for writers. Let's get through it. There we go. Let's jump into what's going on today, but maybe, just maybe, I should have some tunes on because I don't like yelling to myself. I know it's not for you guys, but for me, I feel like I'm yelling in my house. So, come on now. All right. There we are. Camera's good, so it's a good day. Crowd Analysis, yeah. Check it out. Bookmark it. New project. Cryptocurrency. There's some stuff going on today for show. We had a DOJ FUD. Basically, I'll call it FUD. Department of Justice cracking down on cryptocurrency. I actually slept in today for once and didn't catch this breaking in real time, but it does seem like it was mostly a nothing burger. I'm going to pull up an article here as we get into kind of our news recap. Let's look really quickly at some movers here. Anything moving today? Kava. Kava is a terrible drink. I don't know about the coin, but it tastes like dirt. It tastes like grass clippings. Maybe I'm thinking matcha. Shiba Inu up 9%. While the rest of the market looking for some consolidation, we do see CoinGecko reporting $1 trillion market cap for the total cryptocurrency market cap, still holding strong. Underneath that are some coins we've looked at recently. We see ENJ, HBAR, Ethereum Proof of Work, HNT, and Aptos, and we're certainly going to be taking a look at most of those today as we made some calls on them, and I have a feeling they did pretty well. I think they did pretty well. Down to the micro caps, anything interesting? Nothing I recognize at all, as this tends to be. Something that this is pretty funny. I've never seen this. A coin called Bitcoin. Clearly something looking to confuse people into thinking it's Bitcoin when it's not. I don't see much interest here. Not a lot of movers there. Let's look at the news here really quick. I want to get some details on this Department of Justice thing. Hey, here we are. Conveniently, the economic calendar is here. Looks like USD Beige Book. I think that's the Fed. In 24 minutes, FOMC member Harker speaks. No one knows who Harker is, or at least I don't. I'm sure he's one of the Fed presidents. But it looks like he's speaking in 24 minutes. Maybe we could pull that up. I don't know. Let's do a poll. I think that's the fairest. Let's democratize it. Crypto's all about democracy anyway. So let's put it to the vote. Let's hear what the people want. Start a poll. Should we listen to Harker? I'll do Fed Harker speak at, 2 p.m. Yes, no. There you go. Easy poll, yes, no. Vote in that. Let me know. We'll literally do whatever you guys decide. TIC, net long-term transactions. I don't know what that is. API weekly crude stock. Looks like, where is this? This is not the economic calendar you're looking for. Just like the pumps over the last 2 days have not been the pumps we're looking for. Let's go here. Ethereum blockchain developer record number of records increased 5x. Who cares? ICP market bullishness aspires to rewind price. It's interesting. Really quick rant here. I've noticed that there's like an anti-creator sentiment going on where, I mean, and deservedly so. There's some terrible content creators out there, especially in crypto, especially over the years. And yeah, they deserve everything they get. However, it's interesting to me. I've been seeing things like investing.com, they source articles, but kind of articles that say, we need to go after these creators, but they're coming from places like CoinDesk. They're coming from news aggregate sites or news article sites that literally publish paid promotional content. So they're doing what the influencers are saying and then writing articles about how the influencer should be published or punished for it, but they never seem to turn those sites on themselves. Pretty BS if you ask me. Sorry, rant over. You would think there'd be more here. Was it that big of a nothing burger, guys? Was it that big of a nothing burger that we're not even going to find it here? What? This is wild. Okay, I guess I won't find it there. News, latest. I don't know. Could somebody do me a favor here so I don't spend too much time doing this on the live? Could somebody just link an article in the Discord in the general chat and I will pull it up? Whatever. I don't know. Seems like it doesn't want to be found. So the second article, while we load up Discord and wait for someone to link that, the second topic of the stream today. It's interesting. I scheduled this one out as we do, and the timing seems to be right. Kind of spicy. We haven't seen significant downside price action. However, what we have seen is definitely a stalling of price action. We haven't seen a lot of movement, honestly, since our last stream, or maybe slightly before. The second premise of this stream is the Bitcoin DeathCross on the weekly. The first ever. Never in Bitcoin's history have we ever seen this happen. Should you freak out? Yes. No, I'm just kidding. No. Crosses are very much not what they appear. We really should relabel them from death cross and gold cross. Those are really emotionally inspiring words. They should just be called, we should just call them MA crossovers. Should be an upside MA crossover, downside MA crossover. Those don't nearly inspire. Here's a link. Thank you, Dom, but this doesn't have an article, man. What is this? Crypto firm Genesis said it's planned to bankruptcy filing. Maybe that's unrelated. I appreciate the effort. Upside MA cross, downside MA cross. So we're looking for the first downside weekly MA cross in history. This is definitely historical. It's definitely something that every trader should be aware of. And I think over like the last week or so, you probably noticed exactly as predicted, some other creators, I can't name them because I actually don't know, probably came out, started talking about this. We are the cutting edge of TA. We are always looking forward. We're always looking for the next thing. What is happening in the future? We do focus on the now, but we'd like to stay ahead of the market by trying to identify significant technical indications that others aren't looking at yet. Ooh, Nate. The DOJ press conference was basically all flexing. They finally figured out how to pin charges on sanctioned actions in exchanges, and they spoke somewhat legitimizing crypto ecosystem protection language. Interesting. When I woke up and I saw the articles, I saw something about some exchange I'd never heard of. It was like Bitfluntrunix. I don't know. And that seemed like a nothing burger. I also woke up to messages from people about, oh, are you going to cover the DOJ? Are you, what do you think? What's going to happen? And someone, very intelligent guy, messaged me and said, hey man, this DOJ thing's happening. Do you think this could be about Binance? So clearly it wasn't, unless you guys can find me an article so I can cite it and read it. Still, somebody put something in the Discord if you can link a news article so I can just put it in front of everybody. Wasn't Binance, of course. I really don't believe Binance has any issues right now. The exchanges that you're seeing have issues are very much exchanges that are new, meaning, I don't know, like 2001, things that kind of entered into the expansion of the bull run and likely expanded way too fast for their own britches. Things like Binance that have been through, they were born into the bear market as far as I remember. They made it all the way through 1920, all the way up through 21. Now we're back here. There we go. Thank you, Biggest Dickus. But that's a YouTube link. This is going to be harder to do. This is an hour ago. I appreciate it. I think you just wanted me to say your name, but we're not going to watch a 24-minute video. That's crazy. That's crazy. Crap, I got distracted. Where was I? Oh, Binance. Yeah. Exchanges that have made it through a bear market are unlikely to be insolvent now unless they had major business changes. I don't think Binance has any issues. No one, I mean, I certainly don't know anything more than you do, so I could be wrong, but I wouldn't hold your breath waiting for a Binance collapse. Oh yeah, my point. I was rounding up to the important part. is right now, after we have had the most brutal year in crypto ever, down 78% on Bitcoin, no bounce, no news, these nothing burgers are bullish. I think it was shout out to Optical Art, Mr. Steve. I think he said something along those lines. I might have put my own language into it, but nothing burgers are bullish right now. We are down in the depths. Things are very murky. Markets are very murky, and no news is good news. I think markets globally are really just kind of like jumping at anything that might be bad news because they're kind of a condition now. And so for this to be a nothing burger, I think is a bullish sign. I think it's a bullish sign. Sorry, bro. No problem. Bigger diggus. My friend. Thank you. Genesis to file for chapter 11. Yeah, we saw that. We saw Dom put that in the Discord, guys. Someone still find me a Discord. A news link. Crypto firm Genesis says planned bankruptcy filing. I guess I haven't been following this close enough, as I kind of already thought that was the plan. No. Why do I have him blocked? Wait, do you guys see this? Is that a fake one? This is weird. I definitely never blocked Delta One. Look at that. What? Unblock? They'll be able. If they were blocked, I wouldn't be. What? I have no idea how this happened. Well, unblocked. You know what? I'll give him a follow too. Make things right. All right. I thought that was kind of already the plan, so to me this kind of comes confusingly. Oh wait, here's something. This is the beige book, so this is more Fed stuff. Maybe let's see how that poll's going. You guys want to watch? It looks like we want to watch Harker speak. I think that's a good idea. U.S. stocks were falling as investors await Fed's beige book. So retail sales in December. Okay, this is actually big stuff. I did see these numbers when I woke up, but I was groggy. Retail sales for December fell more than expected. I think they're down 1.1%. That's actually pretty significant. When you're looking at an economy of such a great scale, 1% is massive. That's maybe billions and trillions of dollars. Giving investors hope that interest rates increases by the Fed wouldn't have to be as aggressive as they were last year. Interesting. Maybe it's because we've watched these long before they were cool. We made the FOMC. We made Chirpow. By the way, Chirpow apparently tested positive for COVID. Hope you're doing all right, buddy. We need you. If Chirpow dies, like, my channel's ruined. So, guys, please send your energy to Chirpow, but just enough energy to recover. You know, like, not enough to, like, you know, like, start interest rate hiking. Just enough to, like, not die. The market has already been betting that the Fed's next move will be smaller. We keep saying this. A pivot isn't going to be instant. It's not going to be Chirpow comes on in February 2nd. We're going to be streaming it live and says, guys, it's over. Actually, that'd be funny. It's over. Inflation, it was never real. And now we're making interest rates negative 10% or something. Like, that's not a pivot. A pivot's going to be, and I've never lived through one or whatever, but this is logical, is a pivot, like all things, is going to see some kind of acceleration. We see this in charts. Acceleration. Once that acceleration breaks, we see a reversal and a move to the downside that begins accelerating. We're looking for that same thing here for a pivot. We saw interest rates very clearly accelerate when we were hitting 100 BPSs, and now we're looking for like a 25 in February. That is the beginning of a reversal. Is the beginning of a pivot. There certainly is a reality where they begin increasing rates again, but we're seeing these numbers come in better than expected. Not perfect, but better than expected fashion. And so I think that's the logical thing to conclude, right? Okay. Shares rose. No one cares. No one cares about your stupid stocks. Stonks. All right, I got really sidetracked. If we're going to watch Harker, I need two things, because that's 13 minutes from now. One, I also need someone to put the link for that. Yes. Can anyone, maybe Pickle if you're out there, or Nate, somebody put the link for Harker's speech. It's probably on YouTube. I just don't want to Google it while I'm live. I get too distracted. Let's really quick update on Bitcoin before we jump into that speech. This is the chart we were looking at. This is the chart we were looking at on the last live. We're looking for this ascending parallel channel to break to the upside. So, unfortunately, price action got a little bit outside this channel, didn't it? looks like we had kind of a fake break with a back test and a higher high that fell right back to the bottom of that channel. However, on that TA 2 days ago, 2,000 or 20,900, this was the support we were looking for. The reason being we had a, let's say distribution. This distribution went lower, but we'll say an order block trading volume, whatever we want to call it, below a resistance. It broke through. It did set a slightly higher high, and we were looking for it to return to that previous resistance to test it as support. If we zoom in, yeah, it overshot a little bit, down $50 under 20,900. However, I will admit, this channel, we did call it like right away. We called it very, very early. And this is maybe a learning lesson, is calling patterns very early, maybe not as confident as some other strategies. We had some really solid price action inside of it, but there's some other pattern here. The descending channel maybe was correct on that very small time frame, but clearly I added this one. Let's actually make a copy here so I can keep my logs of charts. Scientists someday are going to like dig up TradingView servers, and they're gonna find my account, and they're gonna find like 800 charts per day for years, and they're gonna be like, who was this man? Who was this chart master? They'll find like a pair of sunglasses too, and just be like, God, this is strange. All right, so let's get rid of this as a new chart. I identified this kind of yesterday when I was just digging around on the chart, and I said, well, we had a really local low time frame descending channel, but with these highs being slightly higher, and I guess this low hadn't broken yet, and with our lows pretty on trend, I think maybe this is a descending channel. This was actually a big controversy yesterday. Crypto posted this channel. I had placed this before. He posted this channel and said, it's a bull flag, and God, did he get ripped up on Twitter. Like, that's definitely not a bull flag. Someone commented like, dude has 1.2 million subscribers, doesn't know what a bull flag is. Rip. Whatever. Crypto, you're Chris. I think his name's Chris. I don't know you, so I'm not going to judge you. We did see a test at the top of that channel. You guys weren't here for that. And we had a pretty nasty sell-off today. Something of note here is below us at 20,200. That's kind of this ascending channel's low. This was the first pullback from the original high. So that low has not been invalidated, which is good. If we break 2,000 or 20,200, man, I keep doing that. I'll have to go to a different chart. I would look for support below. I think we were looking somewhere in the lines of 19.6. I'm out of it today, guys. I'm out of it. I'm not out of it. Crypto Steve-O says, couldn't Genesis bankruptcy bring down Digital Currency Group, which would then bring down GBTC and cause another contagion? Honestly, I'm not going to pretend I know all of the details on this and like I'm an expert at it. I don't know. Is anything insolvent good for crypto? Like, no, but is it really bad? Also, no. Like, insolvencies, if they lead to immediate dumps of assets, are the greatest capitulation. They're unlike any capitulation crypto's ever seen, probably. We see that with the liquidations last year. So would that be bad? Well, maybe it'd be bad short term for price action. Would it be bad for Bitcoin long term? No, of course not. In fact, it might even then lead us to higher highs that we wouldn't have usually explored because of such an intense capitulation. That'd be my 2 cents. That's my 2 cents. So maybe still inside this channel. This channel still might not be drawn right. Let's see if it might. Maybe we're in even a even bigger thing, right? Maybe. No, I'm starting to see diamond. Anybody else see diamond? So this doesn't fit our diamond description because this is not actually the lowest point in the range. However, it does fit our diamond pretty well. We hit a higher high in our range. We did hit a low, like, it's not the lowest low, but damn if it isn't remarkably the same. And it returned right to the median. So this might be then everyone's favorite pattern, the triangle. The triangulo. That's right. You know what? I'm going to ask someone, because no one put any links in the Discord. Sorry, fam. If you're not in the Discord, jump in at links in the chat. Discord.gg/TomCrown. I'm going to ask somebody on Discord specifically. See if he'll link me. Sorry, fam. Was it Merker? Merker? I don't know. Let's see if it helps. This could be everyone's favorite pattern, the triangle. Time will tell. I don't think this really fits a parallel channel anymore. The only thing that might change that is one thing. And so if we... No, this is still it. Sorry, guys. This is still it. I'm just going through the chart for the first time today, too. I'm still waking up. This is it. So the thing that might have changed this was it moved to the top, a loss of the bottom of the channel. And if we had touched the bottom of the channel and rejected, then we would be looking for a different pattern, or we would be looking for this ascending channel to play out to the downside. But it looks like price action, despite that kind of violent sell-off, close the hourlies back in the channel. That's a good sign, or at least it's a sign that it's gonna continue on this channel. I do like kind of retaking this 20,900 level. Looks like even down on the 15-minute, the market is a little skeptical about closing below it. A little skeptical. We've got 5 minutes, so let me rip through. We're going to look at some charts too. 15-minute, I love this little money flow red dot, little dipping dot there. That's not super strong. 5-minute does have some downside weight. We don't see a lower low on money flow, but it does look like it's getting there. But VWAP's pulling back up, so maybe a little bit of upside price action. Maybe honestly just following in line with this, something like that. Let's keep going. 30-minute rolling over. Interesting. So we see on the 5, not the 15, but the 30. 15 is going back to green money flow. We see VWAP approaching and rolling over that 0 line. Not a bad sign for some upside price action. The hour. This is a violent move back up on VWAP. It does suck that we have lower lows on VWAP and momentum. That's definitely not what I want. Crap, that's not what I want to see. We see our high in our money flow. We'll call this money flow structure here. Our high right in the middle with a lower left and right shoulder now approaching that 0 line. That's likely going to bring the hourly into some red money flow. We have not seen that since 23rd of January-ish. That might bring us into retracement. If we don't see retracement off that and we do see the hourly roll into negative money flow, that will actually, to me, be kind of a crazy bullish sign that even if money flow is red, price is still going up. We'll deal with that if and when we get there. 4 hour on a cliff, but not that bad. Not nearly as bad as the hour. I'm going to be looking for the money. I'm going to be looking for the 4 hour money flow to find some low. I don't know which low will be respected. That VWAP is very threatening. All the way back to January 6th was the last time VWAP was lower on the 4 hour. This is very bearish, but I'm going to be looking in the next 4 hour candle for that VWAP to start tilting. Once they start tilting, we typically see in this kind of setup that our indicators get back in line. I didn't see this because we weren't live. 4 hour had some nasty bearish divergence, it seems. Who saw this? Who caught this? I didn't. This is some nasty bearish divergence. We had our highs coming up. We had our RSI highs coming down. Not ideal. Not ideal. We are very thick in here, though. I might even be as bold as to say in the next 4 hours. So we see momentum's really coming down. I could see 4 hour tilting its VWAP. I could see it grabbing the 0 line and coming back up, even if it doesn't make it very far, because we'd see something like this. And that would really follow in line with kind of the way we see money flow trend. So far I am looking, maybe it's because we had a pretty vicious sell-off. I think these are the links. Is this it? Economic forecast. University of Delaware. I don't know if that's it, guys. Let's just do YouTube Fed live. I don't know. We're going to get everyone else's channels now. Man, the Fed's YouTube channel could use some work. Maybe they need a handsome sunglass wearing consultant to come on in there, help them kick that into second gear. I got to do this myself because no one's getting me the link. No one's getting me the link. Jerome Powell test positive for COVID. Was it Merker? Let's say Merker Fed Live. Actually, let's consult with this because this usually has some good stuff for us. Usually gets us the links. Economic calendar. Okay, one sec. Was it Bostic? No, Bostic must have already spoke. I'm so confused. Where? Harker. So it seems that Bullard and George and now Harker are speaking. You know what's funny? I'm just gonna take time. I don't care if he's going live. Well, this is funnier than listening to him for a second. It must suck. Oh, I thought that said 1 star. It must suck to be like Harker and these guys, right? Because George, you go to the economic calendar and you see Chirpau speak. Every time Chirpau speaks, 3 stars. That means of utmost importance, very high probability of impacting the market. Then you go to speak and it's like 2 stars. That must be a hard life. You're just a 2-star man. Sorry, bud. You're only a 2-star man. All right, so let's, I guess, copy paste this. You guys are gonna check out my sick Googling skills live. This is not the way it was supposed to go. Federal Reserve, CNBC. CNBC usually has it. Videos? That's not gonna help. We have 1 minute. I still don't have the link. Still don't have the link. Anybody? Bueller. Someone try to put in the Discord for me. Anyone. It may not be like super publicized because he's only a 2-star man. No one's even listening. It's a 2-star man, right? 4 hour. That 4-hour wick though is pretty nice. So we have an hour to go on the 4. I'd like to see it settle up above 20,900. I think a smaller candle body than the previous is going to be a sign at least that it's going to return to that median. It's going to just chill out right back to where it started. Let's put the watermark on here. And you have bar change values? Oh yeah, I do. This thing's in the way. So we had a minus 0.82% 4 hour. Currently this is minus 4. If this closes around here, I do think we're going to see, if we haven't already, probably a return to like this 618. Did we already see that? We already saw that. A perfect 618 return. Okay, I don't have a forecast for that then. Justice.gov/live says the pickle. Justice Live. Coming at you live from the Justice. Ooh, here we go. Do you guys want me to do it right now?
Good afternoon, everyone.
You guys want to hear this?
Thanks all for being here. Today, the Department of Justice.
Uno segundo. I'm going to set this up and turn off the tunes. Make sure you're still smashing the likes and the subscribes. Let's get the stream hyping. I don't know if we've had any. I haven't seen any new subscribers. If you're out there, you haven't subscribed. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Now is the time. There we go. Let me change this.
Has dealt a significant.
Let me know how the audio is.
To the crypto crime ecosystem. Justice Department agents and prosecutors working in partnership with the Treasury Department and French law enforcement have disrupted BITLATZO, a China-based cryptocurrency exchange notorious for laundering criminal proceeds from the dark net.
Bruh, sounds like an Italian dessert.
Agents
A BITLATZO.
of the FBI arrested BITLATZO's founder,
I'm gonna die.
Anatoly Legadimov. I am joined today by the Assistant Attorney General for the Criminal Division, Kenneth Polite.
Whoops.
The United States Attorney for the Eastern District of New York, Brian Pice. FBI Associate Deputy Director, Brian Turner. And the Deputy Secretary of the Treasury, Wally Adeyemo. Today's law enforcement actions put all of those who seek to exploit the cryptocurrency ecosystem on notice that the Department of Justice will use every tool working along with our partners, every tool that we have to attack the criminal use of the dark net.
I can support it.
Cryptocurrency.
Oh, I don't like how you just said that, though.
To address.
You guys, real quick, did you know? So I'm all about, let's crack down on criminals. No one wants criminals, but that's the false flag, right? Did you hear how she said on criminals and cryptocurrency?
The crisis of confidence
and the cryptocurrency.
In the cryptocurrency markets, where criminals and fraudsters seek to operate beyond the reach of law enforcement. Malicious actors working from what they think are safe havens, are exploiting crypto markets and flouting the laws and the regulations that guard the integrity of our financial system, and along with it, the earnings and investments of law-abiding Americans. It's no secret that cyber criminals rely on these bad actors to launder their criminal proceeds from cryptocurrency into fiat currency. But today, thanks to a coordinated international effort, Justice Department prosecutors and agents have disrupted a busy corner of this criminal ecosystem. Last night
This is from an hour ago?
FBI agents
This might be from an hour ago. Actually, wait, yeah, it's not live.
arrested Legadimov.
Well, no one's giving me the good links. I would have watched that whole darn thing if no one said that. Let's keep playing that for a second.
Russian national,
Let me see if I can find
and
it.
the founder and majority owner of BITLATZO, a
BITLATZO.
Hong Kong registered cryptocurrency exchange. The charges
BITLATZO.
allege that he operated BITLATZO as a high-tech financial hub, as he put it, that catered
Please, someone, put the real link in Discord. I'm
law
searching.
enforcement to detect and to investigate financial crimes. Instead, BITLATZO facilitated the transmission of hundreds of millions of dollars in illicit funds, fueling darknet marketplaces, and laundering the proceeds of ransomware attacks. For example, as alleged, BITLATZO was a crucial financial
I just can't.
resource
BITLATZO.
for the notorious
It's a gelato.
Hydra darknet market,
Hydra.
the disruption of which I announced from this podium last April, at that time with our German partners. Now, Hydra was the world's longest running and largest darknet marketplace, responsible for 80% of the world's darknet transactions. Together, Hydra and BITLATZO formed a high-tech axis of crypto crime.
I can't find it.
Hydra buyers funded illicit purchases of illegal drugs, stolen financial information, and hacking tools from crypto accounts hosted at BITLATZO. And sellers of these illegal goods and services at Hydra sent criminal proceeds to accounts at BITLATZO, all to the tune of over $700 million in direct and indirect transfers between 2018 and 2022. Now, I've said before that we would go after the entire ecosystem that allows cyber criminals and illicit actors to
BITLATZO.
flourish. Today's action against BITLATZO,
What's up, Steve?
as
Shouted
with
you out
the
earlier.
disruption of Hydra, reflects another critical step in executing on that strategy. At the time of Legadimov's arrest, and continuing into the early hours of this morning, the department's international and domestic partners engaged in a coordinated campaign of disruption. That campaign includes law enforcement actions in multiple European countries, the seizure of BITLATZO's servers, and enforcement actions by the Treasury Department here in the United States.
I wonder, can no one find it? I wonder if it's not even
actions
being streamed.
show
He's
not
only a 2-star,
only the
man.
broad scope of the defendant's alleged crimes,
I'm giving up. I'm
but
losing
also the international
motivation for
net
it.
dropped by law enforcement to stop him and his business partners. With these actions,
Good evening.
today marks the end.
All right, so this isn't, apparently this is just one of the previous ones talking about Hydra and their recent victories. I mean, guys, as crypto people, we obviously understand that crypto is a tool. Any tool can be used for good or bad. You could take a hammer, you could build a house for a homeless person. You could take a hammer and you could knock down someone's house, right? Tools are what the holder is doing with them, not the tool themselves. These people are trying to paint this as crypto is the problem, which is interesting. As you notice, she went from stolen crypto funds or whatever to then laundering it into money, into fiat. But then fiat's not the problem, even though that's where they're going. It's just ridiculous. You don't think it's being streamed since Quant, says Mr. Nate. You couldn't find it either. It's the beige book. Yeah. Oh, well. Well, you know what? That was a good try. I mean, maybe we'll put another poll. Not even. Just put it in the chat. Do you want to watch this or no? Because we can just jump right back into the charts. We can jump back into the charts. Crypto Crabman from, I think that's the Fed site. Watch Economic Outlook at the University of Chicago. That's vice chair. That was at 1:15, so that was an hour ago. Huh. Maybe it's not being live streamed. It's weird. Everything's live streamed. I guess if you're a 2-star man, you don't get the airtime. All right, charts. Ditcher. Ditched. All right, done. The people have spoken. Democracy. All right, we were on the, what? We were on like the hour? No, 4 hour. Let's just take a look at what's going on in our daily and weekly time frames. Let's jump into the alts. How about that? How about that? This live, we're not playing it live anymore, baby. Daily VWAP has rolled over. Not a fan of that. However, this catches my eye. Money flow is still trending up, breaking its high from 2 days ago. That's not too bad. We were really watching this VWAP on the day and saying, man, this is super janky. This doesn't really make me comfortable, but as long as money flow is coming up, I'll live, right? We saw kind of these lower highs, and finally it's rolled over. So that usually I would say, man, that's very bearish. We are coming off of a higher high on momentum, a higher high on VWAP, and we're hitting a higher high on money flow. So this isn't as threatening as it usually is, but I'm going to keep this in mind. To me, that's suggesting, like, I don't know, by Friday, we gotta see upside again, or we're likely to enter retracement. We actually have not retraced at all. This is interesting. If we look from our low at 16.3 to our high at 20.6, we see that the 236 at 20,200, right down here, this would be the most shallow retracement. It has actually not been hit yet. So at the moment, despite these kind of maybe indecision candles up here with the red, this has not retraced. It is still trending up. On a break of 20,002, we can say, okay, this is in retracement now, and continue to look for downside targets. Let's throw our moving averages on here because I know they're spicy. Everybody's so creative. I know you're spicy. Okay. We have an awesome daily moving average setup. Super strong. Super duper strong. We have the 20 has crossed the 100. Let's call that a silver cross. Haha. Silver cross. The 200 down at 19.6. There it is. 19.6, that's where that came from. 19.6, 200 daily moving average. Would not be absurd to backtest this as support. It didn't really act as resistance on the way up. We see green candles straight through it. Same with the 100. That's the potential next downside target if we enter retracement. 17.9. Let's see where those line up with our fibs. 200 right about the 382. Our golden pocket sitting down there at the 20. Ooh, 18.2. I like that. Ooh. All of these can act as support on the way back down if we do see retracement. So these are going to be some pretty spicy levels. Let's just put little boxes over them just so we kind of remember. Let's do it this way. There we go. Just to keep an eye. Let's go to the week, and actually then I want to look at Ichimoku, and then we'll go to alts. I know, I'm the worst. Here we go. Above us, the weekly DeathCross, which we did touch on, but maybe not enough. We'll touch on it more. We have the 50 and the 200 performing or looking to do the DeathCross dance for the first time in Bitcoin's history. Now, that price is sitting at 24.7, as high as 26, let's call it. In the past, when we've seen DeathCrosses, now we've never had one on the weekly, so we don't have anything to compare this to, but on the daily, when we've seen these, often we've seen price rally into them as they cross. And we have seen some rejections from that. We have. I'm not going to draw a conclusion there. I'm going to say this. We commonly see price seek out the point of the MA crossover. Let's just say it that way. The MA crossover. Whether that's a bullish or bearish one. We commonly see that. So that isn't a terrible upside target. This actually kind of looks about right to me if I use my imagination. We're looking for this cross early February. If price moves up here and stalls, or if price moves up here and comes back to 20,009, kind of right where we are, this actually will look really good. The 100 weekly will continue to wane over, and it's going to cross 35K. This is a very important, this was the previous macro support in 21. We're going to see it roll over to 35. I could see a move from 20,900, then to 35 to test that 100 weekly. That would be pretty spice. That would be actually very spice. I could definitely see that playing out. We're looking at much longer time frames now. a little bit of knowledge. But let's look at the the gelato. Who wants gelato? Smash the like button if you want gelato. Smash the subscribes if you want the gelato. Nice. Actually, the weekly in better condition than I realized. The weekly candle is closed above the KJ. This was our upside target for last week. That was at 20,000.3. Closing above is a very strong indicator, especially, oh yeah, buddy. This low today, our wick low today, brought us almost back to the TK as support. Trading above 20,300, I guess that lines up with what we were saying earlier. It's not retracing. The rally hasn't ended, hasn't begun retracement. That's probably a really great place for the right trader to make a trade. I could see using that low as a stop loss. If you're not using leverage, maybe down at the TK as a stop loss. That'd be 18.5. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's get rid of this though. We do have a very flat cloud all the way up at 43K on the weekly. And until May of 23, that is still in play. As we've seen in the past, and actually recently, we made some pretty sick calls. Very sick calls. While everyone was being bearish, we made some sick calls based on the Ichimoku Cloud, and it did come true. These fat, flat clouds are magnetic to price. Magnetic to price. Price seeks them out. It doesn't 100%, nothing is 100% trading, return to them, but more often than, I guess, probability would estimate. They are good signals. They are very confident signals. Let me turn this back on. I like that. Way up there. 43. I'll take 43 all day, every day. On the daily, we're high above the clouds. We do have a little weakness that's still in play until early February. I don't like that. We can see very weak cloud cover down here at 17,000, showing really little support. We do have the TK and KJ climbing up in the 19s, and that's not too shabby. It's not too shabby. Here we go. Tune's back on. And it could not have come at a better time. Just barely avoiding missing this very thin monthly cloud up here. The TK at 27. We have a lot of different price points here from different indicators. Usually we don't. It's interesting. Interesting. Let's turn this off. Boom. All right, let's put Bitcoin down to a low time frame, and I'll set alerts. So above 21,160, these will be my in-stream alerts. So if we break that, I know that we've moved in this stream. If we break below 20,821, kind of just out of this consolidation, we'll move back to Bitcoin. For the moment, I think it's really just following that ascending channel. I don't think there's really any other way to cut this right now. Place your channel, click. Place your channel, clack. There you go. Actually, that isn't quite where I want it. I don't think. That's better. Is that better? They're both good. Really, it doesn't matter. It's just the structure of it. So yeah, looking for those alerts to go off. That'll give us a tip if we're looking to retest the bottom of the channel or the top of the channel. But Bitcoin kind of laying flat right now. Kind of laying flat. I'll take it. I'll take it because we didn't want to stream for 8 hours today. Let's glance through some of our charts. And you know what? I didn't promise. But someone asked. So guys, a new thing we're doing on the channel is after the live stream, because we don't really have a reason to post comments, this gives us one. If we go over a lot of charts here, but if we don't go over the chart that you wanted to see, boo-hoo. Luckily, I'm such a nice guy. If we don't go over the chart that you want to see in this live stream, comment after the live. Once the live turns into a static video, comment hashtag whatever coin it is you want to see. I think only one person got this right, but we did have a bunch more comments than we usually do, and I liked that. It's good. It's good for the stream, good for the channel. Someone did it correctly. Let me see if I can find that image. Wait, what? I have too many messages, too many tabs, too many messages, too many charts, too many, who knows. Here we go. Just like this, hashtag BTC. I will like it, and I will know that's what you guys want to look at. So in that spirit, I am going to pull up a chart that we've never looked at because you guys did a good job and you listened. And that's ILV. I don't think I've ever looked at this chart. I don't think I've ever looked at it, but let's give it our 2-cent take. Let's give it our quick take here. Not going to spend forever on it. Solid support down here. If this is the full history, though, this support is dubious at best. Dubious at best. 37.70 was the low in November, which is held on to. You can see these monthly closes and opens. We're respecting it. Directly above price 66.50. And I guess we could take 56.60 as well, because this is a monthly order block. We can see that right here with these 3 candles. If you don't know what an order block is, check out the shorts playlist after the live. Watch them all. Watch them all. We have a little order block zone here, and something that I do kind of like about this chart off the bat is, we have another one up here. You get past here, you get past this order block here from 56.60 to 66.50, and you have very inefficient price action on a monthly time frame, all the way back up to $580. That's a 10x. If you can break this, the odds of returning to 586 or 583 to 600, pretty good. Pretty good. Let's look at a fib. Our fib does not line up with anything, and that kind of makes me uncomfortable. Typically, you'll see like maybe something like this. Maybe you'll see something like this, where the 618 usually is going to be like a monthly order block, usually going to be some kind of interaction with the macro chart. We don't see that here. That makes me a little skeptical, but crazier things have definitely happened. Let's go down to the week. The week seems like not interacting at all with these fibs. It's odd. It's odd, man. That's odd. Let's draw it like this. So right at this box here, this is going to be almost no resistance. This is going to be smooth sailing. Let's put smooth sailing. Smooth sailing. Smooth sailing. Top, inside, left, center. Boom. There we are. Smooth sailing. Unfortunately, you got some choppy seas right here. You got the choppy seas to get through. Let's see this ascending trend quick. Boom, boom. Bada bang, bada bang. Extend it right. We see that we're still below our descending trend line. Not the end of the world, but most coins have at least made a move to the upside above them. This one has not yet. We don't have that much chart history. We do have a higher high on our VWAP. Money flow is, from what we have, waning off a little bit. Not a lot there. I do like this kind of snakish bottom, though. Money flow lows, rolling over, momentum's up, VWAP higher high. My take on this right now, without getting into too macro, is I do think this is looking, and obviously this is going to come down to where the market does, like what the market does. If Bitcoin retraces, this is going to retrace. If Bitcoin pumps from here, this is going to pump from here. But looking at just this chart in a bubble and ignoring all those factors, I'd probably be looking for some retracement. Using our 37.77 low, 58 high, I don't see anything that really jumps out at me here that is like a great level. This chart is choppy at best. So I guess we'll just go with, there's our 618. Here's our 0.5 retrace. That's typically what we look for. So that's 44.44 to 46.78, whatever. I think that you could look to do something here. I'm not going to take this trade. And when I place trades, guys, this is just for educational. Please don't copy my trades. You will lose money. These are hypothetical and for educational purposes. I could look at something like this with your stop maybe down below the 786. I'd look to take profit at 66.50. If I get that fill, that would be pretty fancy. Unfortunately, if I really wanted to enter this coin, I would look for 37.70. Like, there's a non-zero chance that this still returns to that support. I don't trust that support for some reason. I'm looking for retracement. Looking for retracement. If you break 66.50, boom, you're into smooth sailing territory. So there you go, Doge, tatted Doge guy. I did Ilvium just for you. I remembered. Shout out to you. Let me see. I haven't read the chat at all. We are going to look at more altcoins. Let me know. Who's in the chat? Are you here? Raise your hand. Bull flag on the 3-minute Bitcoin says Rockstar Cola Gomez on the 3-minute. I mean, I guess it's on the 5-minute too, right? Is this a bull flag? I wouldn't say it's a bull flag. I wouldn't say this is a bull flag personally. I mean, I think I see what you're getting at. You have a high, you have lower highs here. You did have kind of descending lows for a little bit. This would be a much cleaner bull flag if we saw it reject, come down here. That would be, but again, it's hard to call this a bull flag when you're coming off of a sell-off. Coming off of a sell-off. A bull flag, typically I would look for this like up here. Like you moved up, you've been in an uptrend, and then you're looking for higher. I don't think that's a crazy thought, but it's maybe just not how I would see it, possibly. Let me get rid of these. We are consolidating back above that support. The rounded bottom kind of nature of this is kind of pushing me off a bull flag. I don't really have a pattern for this yet. And again, I mean, really small time frame patterns. A little sketchy. I mean, this is what you're looking at. It's, I mean, all right, if it's a bull flag, it's janky. Like you have a pull down, a pull halfway up, and then a symmetrical triangle. Ish. We'll see. Maybe you're right. Time will tell. Let me know if you're here. Let me see. Accession. Can you change your name to Excision just because I like saying it? No, I'm just kidding, man. Good to see you, Brendan. Osquari, Leo, Moodley. Wants to look at Kava. Anybody else want to look at Kava? I don't know. Kava the drink is garbage. What's up, 10 pence? Ball Kuri, Steve-O, of course. C Graham, FBTC. All right. You also commented Bake Token. That's true. Fuck rule. That's true. We'll get to it. I'm not going to do it first, but we'll get to it. I will honor my word by literally making a chart for it right now. But we're not going to do that one first. We're going to get into the charts that lots of people want to look at. Bake USD. Premium index. No one wants that janky regular index. Gotta get that premium index. What? Is this a prank, bro? Did you just prank me? Is that a prank? Bakery token. There we go. Cool. There you go. My promise is there. It's put up. Break out your favorite spice. That's right. What's up? Oh no, Y2K. Crypto Muscle, Dale Russell, Barefoot, Fletch, Rohit, Rolling 69ers. Nice. Barefoot, Fletcher. I said that one. Somi, Doki. Who did I miss? Did I miss you? If I missed you, say something in the chat. Gala. We'll look at Gala. We got Gala pulled up. I want to shout out Russell Oki. I think I just said his name, but I'm going to shout him out because you have taken the stream's scribe virginity. And it's weird. It's weird how long that took. We've been live for a while. Let's see if I replay that for everybody. My streaming software has been so freaking... There it is. Russell. Be like Russell. Be a cool guy like Russell. Subscribe now if you haven't. Smash the likes, share the stream. You know the deal. Put something in the chat if you're here if I missed you. What's up, Nikki, Paul, Doge, Digga. Hashtag BTC Mana. We have Mana pulled up. AAVE we have pulled up. Dragos, did I miss you? Of course I did, darling. Burak, Crow, Menace, Barak, Zulfikar, CHZ, FOMO Sapien, JR Thawny, what's up, brother? Andrew, Stex, Ed, what's up, Ed? I love your comments, man. Thanks for the good vibes. Ube, my dude. You know what? Also, has Bajarki been here and I missed him? Shout out to Bajarki. I haven't seen him in a little bit. Hope he's doing well. If you got a membership from Bajarki over the last month, put these put one of those new emojis in chat. Help hype the stream. Tapcoin. Yo from Nashville. Shout out to Nashville. What's up, Nate? My man. No Bajarki. I haven't seen him either. I hope he's all right. He's probably fine. He's just waiting for the right time, right? Waiting for the right time. Let's jump into ADA. Get rid of a little bit of this. Jumping into 88. Not a ton of change here. Not a ton of change. Still looking for the back test potentially either of the wedge here or of 31.1 cents. I was saying that's probably a decent spot to take a position. Looking for 41.6 above. That is our target. That is the resistance. That honestly, I'll say I can say this: if ADA retakes 41.6, ADA looks way better. It's all of a sudden maybe in an uptrend again. It really needs to retake 41.6. That's where it consolidated pretty much all through last year before falling lower. That is like the final boss in my opinion. I don't think that there's much else there. Constantine with the broship. Welcome. Andrew. It's like Bajarki Jr. or Bajarki 2. Andrew gifting 10 memberships. My man. Thank you. The community appreciates it. Yazir Al Salim subscribed. Number 2. Love it. Thank you, brother. If you haven't subscribed, two new subscribers. Seems very low. Seems very low for this stream. We'll see. So Andrew gifted 10 memberships. By the way, guys, if you don't have a membership, people give them away all the time here. If you want one, all you have to do is opt into gift memberships. It should ask you that when you join the live stream. It's just a little toggle button. Say yes. 2. YouTube says, it explicitly states that they are random who receives them. You're ready. They're random who receives them, but it says it favors people who engage with that live stream or that content. So what does that mean? Like the content. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. That'll up your chances. Vote in the poll, chat, engage with the stream, and you will get them. So 10 were gifted out. Let's see who our winners are. Crypto Steve O, my man. The Pickle. This is like an all-star cast already. Sock Insanity. Sava Silviu. Crypto Surf. What's up, man? Epidemic. What's up, my dude? Travis Sullivan. Louis Saji. Fernando Seco, and Robbie1 Kenobi. Those are all people who actively engage with the stream all the time. YouTube apparently telling us the truth there. Crypto Muscle throwing it up also. Awesome. Dude, I appreciate you guys. That's awesome. What do the memberships do? No, I mean nothing. They make your name green. You support the channel a little bit. I don't really make money off of them. But you get these sick emojis. So try them out. Put them in the chat. Put these emojis in the chat. And also, let me know what emojis you want, because some of those I made a long time ago and they suck. They suck. It's okay. It's okay. Tom subscribed. Elvrado subscribed. Right on. Good to have you guys. ADA looking good. It could bounce here. That's the back. That's the descending trend line in our big old wedge. I'm still looking for 31. I think that'd be a technical, cleaner bounce. I don't really want to jump into a long on this retracement quite yet. Dogecoin, please. We'll get the Dogecoin. JR Thani gifted 1 membership, my dude. Everything counts. It all adds up. It all counts. And it looks like it went to Harry's. Congrats, Harry's. Let's move to GALA. See if GALA's doing anything. GALA, our short was stopped. We were looking last stream for this 3. We're looking for this. Let me put the... I don't know why it keeps getting rid of my... I don't know why it keeps getting rid of my freaking watermarks so you can tell what chart it is. Someone doesn't want you to know what chart we're looking at. GALA. We had a short position. We didn't really want to short it, but short was the play out of resistance. It got stopped. Actually, before last live stream. We were looking at this 3 candle. So we have a green bodied candle with these 3 red thin bodied candles. And this was the day I think we streamed, or maybe it was that day. And we said, what we want to see next is a bullish engulf candle, which we did get. We did get a bullish engulfing candle on the day. However, we didn't get the close above 5 cents. A close above 5 cents would have made this a 3 rising methods pattern, which is extremely bullish and pretty rare in crypto. And it's showing us just how rare it is, as it didn't happen. Today, it's trading lower, breaking, it looks like, local daily support at 41 cents. It's currently bearish engulfed off of a bullish engulf. Lame. Lame. But same thing. Looks like 2.5 cents. This would be the strong area, in my opinion, to look to take a position instead of chasing price up. If we kind of see a random upside move, maybe Bitcoin breaks out, we're going to be looking up here. Shout out to LuxAlgo. We're using LuxAlgo to identify this real-time order block data. I do like that. I've been using LuxAlgo more and more. Highly recommend you check it out. I do have a link in the video description. My little thing just stopped working. There we go. Video description also in the chat. There you are. LuxAlgo pointing out real-time market data. This is order block data being put on the chart directly for you in real time. And it shows us there isn't a lot of support below. The macro support for this would be 1.6 cents, obviously the low. And we are in this range of kind of a smaller order block with 318 million, above 800 and 885 million. More liquidity up than down. We see it also has mapped for us a change in structure, which I did not even catch, which is at 27.7, right above our long target. Further confirming for me that it's a good target, really. Yeah, get rid of all these circles. Okay. Send this to the back. Hold on. There we go. TradingView, you're a bitch sometimes, man. Let me just select this. Let me select these. Come on. All right. But not a lot of changes to GALA. Not a lot of changes. This backtest of this kind of local resistance as support could hold. That could move us to 7 cents. I don't have a definite read. And honestly, I said it before. I'll say it again. With Bitcoin, it kind of stalling, trading sideways here. If Bitcoin breaks to the downside, GALA's going to break to the downside. Bitcoin breaks to the upside, GALA's going to break to the upside. There isn't really much more to it than that at the moment. A lot of coins are right here at their kind of macro resistance, chilling out, rejecting or retracing a little bit, but not quite seeing blood yet. I think GALA looks pretty good. I would not enter a position right here long, personally. I still think short's the advantage play, but I probably wouldn't look to short it. Probably wouldn't look to short right now either. Probably wouldn't, especially not with your daily money flow rolling over. Weekly, though, still bleeding. Weird. Stop it. There we go. Stop it. No more thoughts on GALA. Let's move on. Ooh, Atom. Cosmos. All of my watermarks. This is so annoying. Okay. Cosmos traded higher, 1341. It's pulled back. What's going on here, bud? Let's do a little diagnoses. Not the strongest daily. This is looking at retracement in my opinion. 386. I don't remember what that was even from. I do like this. We see our 0.5. We see our 0.5 using our fib tool from our low to our high. Our 0.5 right about here, 1041. I like this because it is very much the structure of this chart. We had resistance here. We hit a new low. We had resistance that we broke through. Now we may test it as support at 1041. I like that. I like that. We have 1433 up here. Now that I think is from the week. I think we could even call it 15.8. That's going to be your upside resistance. Really the lower high here in November. I would be patient on a trade for Atom. I'd probably look down at that 1041. If I was looking long, probably look up higher, 1430, 15 bucks if I was looking short. Again, in the middle of the range. In the middle of the range. VRA. We looked at this last stream. Did VRA do stuff? Looks like it did. Like it did. Nice. We called VRA so hard. Whoo, buddy. Look at that. Look at that. VRA down on the hourly, we identified kind of this flat top ascending low pattern. Broke out on the 17th. Started consolidating. It looks like kind of flagging out again on the 18th, which was earlier today. Before, this is a pretty beautiful pattern. I like this. We are on very low time frames right now. We had kind of like we'll call this a symmetrical triangle bull flag, whatever you want to call it. Breakout and back test right at that level. 00377. I do like this, and what this says to me is any long position that I might take, personally, I would look to stop it below that low. If it trades lower than that low, it falls back into, we've seen this in crypto, it falls back below kind of, this reminds me of Ethereum in like 2018 or something. Ethereum had a similar structure, and when it broke out to an all-time high, as soon as it lost this flag up pattern, it started trending back down again. Next resistance above looks like 005. We'll call it right in the middle. 005. Nice. VRA looking pretty good. I do not own VRA. I don't know what it is. Money flow on the 4 hour looking decent. Money flow rolling up again. VWAP giving us a little bit of surprise. Would not be surprised to see this touch 005. Lightning analysis on VRA. Crow. Did anything happen on Crow? Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. It goofed up our... goofed it. It effed up. TradingView effed up. Why would that... It effed up. We did look at a short, I guess, in the last stream on Crow. That was as it approached 8.5 cents. It did not fill because I guess we put it slightly above that. But we did get the right move. Looks like it's hit, wasn't really a level, but hit 8.5 cents and reverted. Support below you, 6.5. That's probably a pretty juicy place to look on Crow. That is the 618 retracement, the golden retracement, and it is right at that consolidation level previously. Right as it reached green. Interesting. Resistance above you at 9.5 cents. Alert set. I'm probably looking for 6.5 on this thing. Litecoin. Someday Litecoin. Litecoin continuing. Jeez. We have been watching this paint dry on Litecoin for a while. These daily candles just showing a clear correlation to this descending trend line. We look back here. We extend it out. This is the first time it's been tested. And look at how price is reacting to it. These are dailies. And this is Litecoin. Even though the freaking water... Why do I have to do this? Anyway. Daily candles reached all the way up. Traded above this trend line to 91. Sold off. And now the days are just... Looks like just following that trend line down. I'm looking for a back test of this previous resistance in December at 97.39 as support. I think that would be the primed location for Litecoin to find a bounce. And then I want to see a break of that trend line. Maybe move to 100 before back testing that trend line as support. And then I'm looking for 121. How do the indicators look? Ooh, not quite as golden as they have. That's unfortunate. Not awful, but just it was looking so strong. So strong. Add another alert here. Remove this alert. Remove this alert. There we go. Gotta get stingy with my alerts. TradingView limited me. Trying to keep me down. They can't. They can't. Let's see. Loopring really fast. I want to just kind of update the charts we've been looking at. Let's just see what's going on. Loopring broke through 25.2. Looks like didn't quite reach 31.2 as resistance, but maybe that's just that resistance was a little off. What I do like about Loopring here is it has fallen back to a support. We can see the support visually here before it fell to its low. It broke past its previous high, and now it's back at it. I like it. A bounce from here could be very strong. If you lose 25.22, I'm looking at 21.1 down below. That was your daily lows in November. This chart, I like this better than a lot that we've looked at because it's moved up to a resistance and back to a support. Most of them are kind of in the middle of a resistance and support. So LRC or Loopring, a little bit closer to like a potential position. I think a long could be played from 25.2, a short could be played from 31.2. 21.1 down here if you see lower. Did this even retrace? 382 retracement. All right. Shallow retracement. If that holds, you actually probably see a very strong move. If this low holds, I probably would not look to go short at 31. I'd probably wait maybe for a higher resistance up here. 41.8, 36.5 maybe, but 30, maybe 41.8 looks good. This would be a very shallow retracement, and it would show to me that there's not a lot of selling pressure there. Loopring standing out kind of good for right now. I'm really going to have to do this to every chart. ICP, Internet Computer, hit our target, 535. Kind of similar to Litecoin right now in the sense of just consolidating right there. Just consolidating. Below resistance. I can still see 434. I still think this is like the logical place right now. If you were consolidating above resistance, maybe it'd be a little spicier. Higher high on VWAP, higher high on momentum, higher high on money flow. Your daily is looking pretty good. If we do see a break of this range high, like 535, I think your next upside target, probably around there, 631. Maybe we're a little too generous with the little doodle. Here we go. I can see that. If 434 doesn't hold, then you're looking at a back test of that wedge. And what I don't like is that wedge kind of intersects with the low, 336, all the way out here in mid-February. So if we are going to back test it, if we do lose 434, I'm looking for that wedge. And what sucks is the longer we go on, the farther down that becomes. And that could suggest all the way in February we're looking at 336, but I don't see that on the chart yet. I would definitely have to see at least 434, like even start reaching towards there. If these lows are holding here on the daily, I mean 631 on deck. Easy peasies. Easy peasies, but I'm still going to put this here because I think this is a fancy trade. A fancy trade for a fancy man. Not like that Mezer or whatever his name is. 2-star man. Pathetic. Pathetic. All thought art. Doge. Then we'll look at Bake. Then we'll look at Bake. Doge! Does it get better? Does it get better? It does if you freaking have the watermark. You know I'm looking at Doge. There we go. There we go. Doge, actually, let's extend this out. Just filled our trade. Weirdly, it's having an error there. Oh, no. No, it's not having an error there. Yes, it is. Doge trade filled from support. 7.81. We are slaying Doge. Filled. Wicked up. I like this trade. We were only looking for, what, 8.4, 8.5 above it. That's an 8% gain. That's looking pretty solid there, actually. That's looking very solid. What I like about it is we finally are seeing these beautiful patterns that I keep suggesting for coins and coins keep not quite doing. So we had very, very technical movement on price for Doge. 7.8 cents, 6.81 cents. Critical levels in this range. We broke above it. We back tested it. This would be an awesome spot for Doge to look to make a run to that 1069 nice. Let's see if our fib fits. Our fib fits pretty good. Pretty good. It's not perfect. But our 618 target looking, or 618 extension from our swing high to swing low, right there around that 10.042. That's looking pretty good. It does seem as if we're going to have another profitable trade on Doge. 2 for 2. 2 for 2, baby. I like it. Doge, you got to get back up, though. Money flow is kind of janky. You know, because we're doing these quicker, because we want to get through them. We're not going to do as many charts next stream, but if you do lose that low today, if you do, you got your support below you. 0.738, I can see. There's a range low here. Kind of, yeah, I can see that. But I think the more logical target would be, again, 681. I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think we bounce here and move to that 10. Doge looking pretty good, but let's consult with the BTC Doge chart. Let's consult. We're going to kind of repaint our wedge here. Let's say something like that. Doge BTC, this was the deciding thing for us. And we're saying, man, this is a bullish pattern. This is a bullish macro pattern. You have a descending wedge. These typically resolve to the upside. But there's something more. There's something going on between Doge BTC and Doge USD that has my eye. So you have this really strong bottom. It was a year-long bottom, basically. Just below 365 sats. You broke out. You're in this descending triangle. What I want to see is Doge, and it has so far followed, go down to 365 sats to test that resistance as support. And then I want to see it make a move to the upside. While this is falling, I'm going to expect kind of stunted upside on Doge, and that's what we've been seeing. Smaller moves comparatively to the rest of the market. The reason that looks so good is if we go to the Doge USD chart, we see something really similar. We have this, like, this isn't quite a bottoming pattern like the BTC pair, but consolidation, breakout, and descending wedge right here. We can see this descending wedge back to support where it bounced and broke its trend. So for the BTC pair to follow suit, I think when those two align, Doge will have a very strong move to the upside. And we will definitely be paying attention to that. Ooh, I haven't taken a sip of my drink. Internet computer, we already looked at you. How'd you get back up? Algorand. Anything going on with Algorand? I'm not even going to do TA on Algorand right now because this doodle is apparently so masterful that it's calling local swing highs. It's at doodle support. Let's say that. It's at doodle support. That's 20 just under 21 cents, 20.08 maybe cents. This doodle's killing it. I can't believe it's actually following the doodle so well. Same targets, upside 30.5 cents. Downside, you do have support untested at 15.42. If we do see, let's see, trading below 18 cents, I'm looking for 15.42. But so far, I'm going to stick to this. I think we're on course for 30.5. Algo looking fine. I like the climb actually better than a lot of charts we've looked at. ETC. Looking beautiful. I love the technicality, the technicalness of these charts, man. They're just obeying TA in such a clean way. We looked for a move up to 23.78. We got it. Got it. Right to resistance. It's pulled back. 1991. See, it's traded to 20.05. 1991 would be the support in my opinion. And it's basically touched it on today's low. I'd be looking for a move back up to 23.7. I think a trade would be really logical on this one. I don't know if I'll take this one, but logical in the sense of we have a very defined invalidation. I'm just going to take this low, 1940. I'm going to take that low, and I'm going to look to go long. You know what? I'm going to say this. We use 1991. What a year. I don't remember 1991. We use 1991, but we might as well just use 20. And I'm not doing that to fit this. I'm doing it as, that's a psychological level. It's so close to 1991. I still don't think that this has filled even at 20. No, it went to $20.05. So that could mean maybe you have a chance still. Potentially. Potatally. I'm looking for that to fill. I guess we could take 25.6. With our stop so tight, we really don't have to have a very high upside target. We really could bring it down even to 23.78. I don't know. I don't know what else to say about this. If it breaks $20, then things look kind of janky again, right? I have a bunch of ETC because I'm an OG, but I don't really have any passion for ETC. I don't really care about it. I probably won't be trading it. Our 618 retracements at 1770, that does line up pretty well with our little wicks before our low. If we lose 20, that's probably where I'll be looking. And if we lose that, I mean, you're looking to retest the lows. Maybe you're even looking to make a new low. Your fib extension here is at pretty clean. Your swing low to swing high, your 1618 is at 1089. Looks like untested support at 1134. At the moment, I think that we'd have to see a pretty big market move kind of across the entire market to the downside to get that. So for now, I'm still thinking $20 is the ringer for ETC today. LFG, LTC, ETC, LTC. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my damn mind, everybody. Smash the likes for losing my mind. By the way, I haven't said anything about it other than people send me links. Join the Discord if you haven't joined the Discord yet. Best way to keep up with our live streams. You'll get updates, chat, 24/7, etc. You'll get updates from me there. You also become a Bitcoin holder, as I will airdrop, even after this live stream, I will airdrop Bitcoin to you all. It's not a lot, but hey, it's free. Phew. Mana hit our short entry at 70, just under 71, 70.09 cents. That short is still good. It has not been stopped. It's not a big play. Looking to move this back down to 58.1. I don't like this stop, even though the risk to reward is 6-1. I don't like this play. It's too much of a drawdown with 30%. This could definitely be taken differently. Definitely could be taken differently. Maybe just under 50 cents. Kind of bounce that psychological level. But I'm going to leave it there. So far, so good. Looking for $1.67. That's a massive upside. Massive upside for Mana. Massive. This thing has ripped. Kind of silently. No one really noticed. If 58.1 is broken, we do have Confluence down at 41.9. We have Confluence. We have a macro horizontal, was resistance, broke, not tested as support now, so let's turn that green. Macro, 41.9. It is also the pretty much exact 618 retracement from our swing high to swing low. That's a bunch of Confluence. I like that. It's a bunch. So if I was smart, I probably would move this stop up and then look maybe for just a separate position down here. Because I don't think that there is much. You can even see it on the day. Little alpha. You can even see it on our daily candles here. Inefficient price action. Just up, just up, just up. Really just up the whole way, but at least it was a slower climb. Our 618, right here at the start of that inefficiency. Boom. That's confluence. That's multiple points of confluence. That doesn't mean that price has to return there, but what it does say is if it does, it's likely a strong level. It's likely a position that a smart trader could take a trade. Could take a trade. That's correct. Did I? Yeah. I hate the way TradingView does these. I bitch about it every day. There we go. Could do something like that from the 618, and then that's a 3. I really would prefer only to take it back to that resistance then. But that's a 2.19, so that's not a very good risk to reward. There we go. 2 trades. Actually, technically 3 trades on Mana here, as we are still in this short. And that short will close at 581. Okay. I think someone said, nah, I don't know if they did or not. Let me pull up the chat again. Sorry, guys, I got in the zone. I don't know. We've got 850 viewing. It looked like we peaked at 1,000. What happened? 200 people just left. Come back. We got 420 likes exactly as I look at it. Well done. Well done, fam. Well done. Reviewing our TA from a few days ago, we were looking for this flat top ascending low pattern. And it was playing out. I'm shocked that it didn't. We kind of entered a parallel channel with this sell-off today. We were looking for 22 and 22.45 above. We had our support down here at 25. Obviously, this didn't play out, even though we broke the high. Typically, with the extension, Fibonacci extension retracement tool, when you break the high, that's when you start looking. We broke the high, but it didn't make its extension. Something's going on here. A little change of character. Didn't know. But what's kind of cool is we doodled basically these parabolic lines. This was in a stream, I think 2 days ago. You should go back and watch it. It was a cool segment on parabolas. It's kind of cool is even though they were pretty doodled, price kind of interacting with them. We see that this parabolic line here, we lost it. We got a little rally that rejected exactly from this line and fell. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. If we're just looking at these, maybe that would suggest if we do lose 24, we would look pretty close to the next line, 19.7. But I'm not going to do TA that way. That seems a little ratchet. We don't like ratchet TA. Ratchet TA. What's up next? Heart. Heart is doing heart. No update. Near following the TA, man. After a successful long on near, we then, I guess I didn't place a trade. I really should have. Oh well. We then were looking for a back test of that descending trend line on near. Little did we know that we might have been correct. 1, 2, 3, technically 4, potentially red candles in a row. Support overlaps with that descending trend right underneath us, really. And that's at $1.72. That's likely to be a strong support. Likely. If you lose that, you're in trouble. And you're in trouble. That also happens to be the 0.5 retrace. Lots of confluence there as well. I think we're probably spot on with near. What we can do here, and guys, I warn you, this is totally my own. Don't do this at home. This is my experimental TA that I have invented myself. If we do hit that level, man. Ooh, I like this better. Huh. This is very experimental. I've never even done it this way before. If we don't actually backtest this trend, if we randomly find support, doesn't look very likely, but 187. Our 1618 lines up perfectly with our next upside resistance. That's 288. Whether we look for 288 from 172, or, I mean, technically, you can look for it at like here. If we close the daily above 209, we might look for it there. I think that is calling. I think that's calling. I would be much more comfortable with a position from that support where we have the confluence with the trend line and the Fibonacci retracement. So I'm going to do this. Call me a wild child, man. Boom. 4 to 1, 4.5 to 1. Let's move this drawdown up a little bit. Targeting our high. I'll take it. Support below 172. Resistance above 288. And today's close looking for above $2.09 just to hold that support. And maybe we're not actually looking for a full retracement there then. That would be pretty damn spicy. There's audio. It looks like it hit its descending trend. Pulling back. Does look like it might be at support now. This little consolidation drop. I'm still looking for this 30-on-3 on the 28th, but no update. No update for audio. Vet pulling back to support. I love it. Didn't quite hit it yet. Did not quite hit it yet. Support at just under 2 cents, 1993. 3.22 to 1, not my favorite, but okay. I'd feel more comfortable at that 1993. We are kind of running into this now. I've seen on a few charts where these coins are in kind of penny or fraction of penny status, and maybe I've just done too many charts today. Didn't get enough sleep, but I'm noticing more than one chart. I can't remember which one I just looked at, maybe 3 or 4 charts ago, where there was a similar setup. Maybe it was ETC, where we have these supports just below like a 20 mark, but more than one of them have bounced kind of at that psychological 20, although this one went below. Maybe I'm just crazy. I didn't sleep well. I did not sleep well. I think this is the play. That's the play. Can use your left or your higher low before your bottoming low or your local bottoming low as a stop, then targeting your resistance above. This might be a little ambitious. But I'm going to set my alerts because I think that's a pretty slick trade. Resistance above, upside target 269. Nice support 0.193 cents below. Let's go, vet. LFG. Let's effing go. All 850 of us. Now we have 460 likes. Could we get 690, aka 690? Now that we've been killing the numbers, guys, I want to take a second here. We're going to do PYR update, but the last few weeks have been awesome. And let me know, is it because we've been scheduling them? And because we've been regularly streaming? Before recently, literally, I just streamed whatever I felt like it, and there was no schedule or no warning. And now I schedule them out there every other day at the same time. Let me know. Let me know in the chat. I'm going to read it. Dennis Vlog super chatted a while ago. I did not see it. Hi, Tom. Thank you for all the TA and your best crypto YouTuber. Thank you. Can you look at XRP for me? If you're still here, Dennis, my bad. My bad, dude. I think I have XRP pulled up. But I'll look at it for you. Only because you asked so politely. Surprised I didn't get to it yet. Our XRP long entered. Let's go. Actually, no, it entered back here. I think in the last stream, check me if I'm wrong. But in the last stream, this was entered and I said, I'm seeing some weakness. I think this was the one that I said there might be another shot at our entry. Check me on that. That might just be my tiredness. And it looks like we got it. Support at 3688 on XRP. It does look like it's held. And in fact, XRP has retraced that loss a lot more than, I want to say, even Bitcoin. Bitcoin didn't really look like it. Yeah. Just chilling there. XRP is the equivalent of like this happening. It's like way up here. It's near the high. So it looks like it's getting bought up stronger there. Right from our long entry, targeting 41.7. I'm getting tired of saying it. That's our next upside resistance. We thought it was going to get there quicker. It's taking its damn time. Structurally, though, I like what's going on with XRP. I will hold my opinion about XRP on its own, and I'll talk just about the chart as we typically do here. I don't really let my opinion on things influence the way I see the charts or read the charts. This is an awesome structure. This is down on the 1 hour, so this is zoomed in, but regardless, this is an awesome structure. We see like a left shoulder, a right shoulder, and we have maybe a head here, but we can even just ignore, actually no, that is definitely an inverse head and shoulders, especially with the perfect back test here of the neckline. But regardless, even without that, what I love about XRP, the chart right now, is that sell-off, that flash crash wick. This is something that we used to see all the time in crypto. Look at the volume, massive volume. We used to see this all the time in crypto. We almost never see it anymore. It's weird. Maybe it's, I don't even know why. Why don't we see it? Maybe the market has matured some. Maybe there's just more liquid now. I don't know. But massive volume, wick, and instantly gets bought up. Like before the end of the day or within 24 hours, it's higher than when it fell. That is like a capitulation move. We just don't see it anymore. As soon as I saw that, I was like, let's go long. But you've like capitulated. You've essentially folded all the leverage positions, folded weak hands that were expecting lower. You moved up. You broke through your resistance. You traded higher. You didn't quite make it to your next upside target, but before you did, even more helpfully, you've come back to validate your neckline at 36.8. So, in my opinion, any trading below this wick today, I probably would get out of this position. I'd maybe move the stop up here, but I don't feel like it. I think this I don't want to mess with the plan. I could easily see a trader moving their stop loss up on this, looking for 41 cents. And what I like is also now you're consolidating above that resistance. And this is like on the 1 hour again, but this is Wyckoff. Like this is the second schematic for Wyckoff, man. You have the flush out low, and then you have the like little stair steps into the spring, into the SOS. Now, I love it. It looks awesome, but there's something I do want to warn you guys about if you don't watch us all the time, because you got lives. Maybe you don't watch us all the time. That's fine. I want to warn you guys that this very much looked like this before, and it didn't play out. I'm just going to wind back just so you have a little caution. Very similar. This is on the day now or on the hour. Very similar. You have like a washout. You have your spring into your SOS above your previous resistance, and it just didn't play out. So do with this what you will. Use this information to make your own informed decisions along with your other information and other people's opinions, whatever you use, guys. Don't just listen to me. We've seen this before. So should we get excited? I don't know. We didn't have this kind of capitulation wick crash thing in the previous, so that makes this a little stronger in my opinion. But this maybe is like a fractal. Maybe it's a fractal. So maybe this is very experimental. Don't do this at home. So maybe instead of getting excited about 41 cents, maybe this is going to happen, right? Maybe this is going to happen. This is definitely experimental. I just copied the bars. Maybe this will happen, right? It's like just a smaller version of what we saw playing out again. I still think 41.7's on deck. Thank you, Dennis, my man. Appreciate it. I don't know if you're still here, but I appreciate you. I caught you. Looks like Krishna Kanta Sarin has subscribed. Welcome, Krishna. And Stuart P. My dude, Stuart P. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, everybody out there, subscribe now. We're racing to Bitcoin. We're racing Bitcoin to 100K. Last year, Bitcoin was beating us. This year, we've taken the lead. Help us cement that lead by subscribing. We've been growing through the bear market, despite almost every other channel completely stagnant or shrinking. And that's because we have the best damn viewers out there. I love you guys. You know that. Keep it up. Let's go. Let's look at Trust Wallet quick. We looked at this last stream. I said this chart's so this is spicy. This is a spicy chart, man. Spicy. It reminds me of Crow in 2020, man. These are weeks and weeks of building this ascending low flat top pattern exactly as Crow did before it broke out. The gem of this is we didn't look at it until someone asked me to look at it, I think 3 days ago. We didn't look at it until it had traded back to what is essentially that flat top. That was resistance. Maybe it's support now. So we placed this long trade saying, all right, we won't, if we break the lows, we'll say this is invalid. Really, if we were very intelligent traders, we would say, well, we really should look for a low break, which would be more like 87 cents, right? This down here from October 22, because that would take us out of this ascending low pattern. That's in my opinion, a more confident invalidation. We definitely could see like a little lower wick. That's why this would be the more confident invalidation. But we kept it tight. It hasn't gotten stopped. And yes, again, that's 2 trades filled on this wick, guys. Tell me TA doesn't work. Look me in the eye. Tell me TA doesn't work. We had a little flashy crashy, not really, just a little kind of, I'll say a violent downside move on BTC and the rest of the space today. A lot of these long entries looked like they weren't going to fill when we put them. The market said, no, we need that liquidity. Boom. Filled, not stopped. In fact, this is going to, if this keeps going up, this is going to be one of like the greatest trades. Why can I not click my thingies? Trading views being a B word. A B word. I just want to delete this circle because it's driving me nuts. There we go. It only traded how far below our entry? %1.6%. More than I thought. More than it looks, actually. But that's a clean back test on a super macro pattern, man. Like, this looks really good. This looks really good. Good luck. I don't have any of this, I don't think. Should I get some of it? I don't know. Maybe. I don't like how high up it is. It really isn't off. I mean, it's very off its low. Its low is in January 21. Doesn't even look like it's like barely paid attention to the rest of the market. This chart is like totally on its own, actually. It doesn't mean it's good. It doesn't mean it's bad. It's just unusual. It's unusual. To me, maybe a little suspect. I don't know why it's unusual. The rest of the market, very uniform with kind of standard deviations. This just its own chart. Doesn't seem to even like be a crypto. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. Its lows in December are up here. Look at this. It's like the bull market never ended for this. Be cautious. What that means, that might sound like a really good thing. Like, oh my God, I want all my money in this. Because the bull market never ended. Yeah, but the thing is like, if the bull run never ended, all bull runs come to an end. And you're buying at like maybe the end of it, right? Which is the unideal scenario. If I do pick up some of this, maybe I'll just do $100, right? Maybe I'll do my classic. Maybe I'll do it. I'll do like $100. It's an amount that I can literally throw in a fire and I don't care. I mean, I don't want to do that, but like I won't lose sleep, right? It won't stress me out. If this makes the crazy upside moves to infinity that you think it will, that $100 can turn into hundreds of thousands of dollars. I have had it happen with Doge. So if you're interested, or if you're FOMO in on this right now, because this might be the most logical FOMO I've seen in a while, keep it very small. You don't know. This has been on an uptrend's end. I feel more comfortable buying things that are down. So go ahead, steal that strategy from me. Maybe it's not $100 for you though. Maybe it's $5. Maybe it's 1,000. Maybe you have a lot more money than me. Maybe it's 1,000, 10,000. For me, $100 is gonna be less than like 0.1 or maybe even 0.01 on my portfolio. Aim for that. Aim for a percent that's irrelevant. I like it. I like what's going on here. I don't love market cipher B on the week though. We have lower highs on money flow. However, kind of going along with that, the bull run never ended here. It kind of looks like it. The weekly money flow has been green. Never went red. Momentum has moved up. Daily could look better, but we are at that kind of retracement low. So there it is. I'm going to put this in the Discord. I'll put this one screenshot in the Discord. Great time to jump in there because you have 2 seconds while I figure this out. Maybe I'll tweet this one. This is pretty tweetable. Tweety bird. Okay. We have a lot of other charts. I don't really want to do all of them. Waves, still rejecting. Still rejecting from 234. support down at 162, resistance at 336, 63, whatever. I want to do them all. I want to read the chat. I feel like I haven't read the chat today. Less than usual, even. Although maybe I just lost internet because my chart's not loading. Or maybe my computer just died because it has so many charts open. Okay. TikTok. We ain't got time for this. All right, I want to read the chat. I totally missed about the scheduled. You're a fan of the scheduled streams. Can you see optimism? Alpha Glitch, my guy. Yeah, I don't have a chart for it, I'm sure. But yes. All in on EOS beer today. Good luck. Aptos. I think Aptos is right here, right? We looked at Aptos in the last stream. AVAX long, still going. I'll pull up Aptos. QNT, grinding up, maybe back testing. Stopped out our short. Looks like it was the right play. Sorry, I'm trying to find. I got it. We looked at Litecoin. The Litecoiniest. We looked at it. Come on. Decentral mana. Okay, we already looked at that. Yeah, I'll pull it up. We looked at Apt, and I think it hit our targets, so. Whew. Aptos clowning me. Clowning me. When we first looked at this, I think it was at like 520, 518, something like that. And said, okay, you got some kind of confluence here. Your fib extensions point to right about here. You have confluence as your greater fib from your all-time high to all-time low. We see right here is the 618 and the 0.5. 669 to 756 were the important values to this chart. That's what we said. Little did we know it would run straight there. I do like this daily setup. We see yesterday was red, today's green again, but kind of holding that 756 line on the day. Next upside target, say you break 884, you got 976 above you. I wouldn't be surprised though if it's gonna do that to see this happen first. That wouldn't surprise me. But with the way it's looking, it's gunning. It doesn't seem as affected by the rest of the market. I was looking for a pullback first. We didn't get it. Kind of with this setup, maybe hit 978 first. It's kind of spicy. APT. I don't own any of it. I don't know what it is. I've heard kind of weird things about it. I don't know much. You guys should let me know. What is APT? Why do you like it? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. We looked at Algorand, Barry John. By the way, can I look at ENJ? Yes. Yes, that was one that we looked at in the beginning and said, yeah, we'll update. By the way, guys, after the live stream, if we don't get to your coin, comment on the stream. Post live with hashtag whatever coin it is. And we've already looked at some today that were done that way. It helps the stream. It gets more engagement post live. And I do read them. I read every comment. You guys, if you comment on a video, you know I heart it. I read all of them. I will see it. I will. What was I getting to? Yeah, so make sure you're doing that. ENJ, nice. Didn't quite hit resistance at 44 cents up here. Very, very close though. Looks like 43.1. We were hoping to take along from 31.2 up to that 44 because we don't want to FOMO in. We don't want to just buy into a big old green candle. But that looks like it might be on deck. These shorts have been so sketchy. I'm hesitant to put them. Maybe that means they're a good idea. I could see, do you guys notice how this is almost every single chart? Do you see like the uniformity? It's like every chart seems to have a low. It consolidated, broke its low before that it went to, or let me rephrase. It broke to a low, consolidated, broke that low into a lower low, and that's when the entire market, at least for now, reversed. And it all has the same structure. It found resistance before dropping lower. It broke through that resistance. Most of them have reached to the next upside resistance. And a lot of them then have come back down like Doge, boom, to test that previous resistance as support. So I'm going to probably stay in line with that for ENJ. This is looking good. It went right up to the resistance. If it breaks it, that's when you scrap the idea. That's when you have to like recalibrate. got to recalibrate then. You've got, what, 55 cents, we'll call it, maybe above this 44. This is a pretty extended run-up. I'll tell you what, guys. This run-up has given no quarter to bears. No quarter. Every market bottom I've ever seen started this way. However, I will also say there has been one time where there was no quarter given to bears, yet we weren't really in a bull run yet, and that was 2019. That is the price action that I've been kind of cautioning you guys about over the last few weeks is enjoy this green. Enjoy the gains. We went through so much pain. Don't punish yourself on the way up. However, don't change your plan. You can't FOMO. You can't all of a sudden think, oh, it's going up forever. Enjoy it, but don't change your plan. Stick to the plan. We could be in a 2019 event. We could be going back to an all-time high. In fact, in general, in my experience in crypto and Bitcoin, whatever no one is expecting tends to be what happens, right? And in that logical mindset, I don't think anyone's expecting a new all-time high this year. I'll be the first one to say it. New all-time high this year. Don't FOMO, though, because I'm probably wrong, right? But no one's expecting it. So don't count it out. Don't count it in. Stick to your plan, but don't beat yourself up. Let yourself enjoy it. Have a beer. Celebrate. Just don't go nuts. Sol. I doubt there's really an update on Sol. I don't think I got an alert. I have Infinity. I have Infinity tabs open. Okay, Sol, pretty cool. Traded to 25. I don't really see a reason for 25. That literally doesn't correspond really with anything. That's okay. We are seeing, similar to many other coins, a pullback. And where might we look to take a position on that pullback? It's always the same answer, guys. It's really not tricky. We could look to do this. Target the next upside resistance at 32. The stop here, this is what I don't like about this, is the stop here, there really isn't a good spot. You're going to have to, like, I can look left, take maybe these candles and say, or maybe a little support there, place it just below that. I don't love that. It's kind of random. We could say, okay, well, we have this pullback here before we move to 20. We could do under there, but the problem is now you're almost all the way back to the next support, and that's like a 20-something% downside. I think the ideal is this. Is you look for, if you're gunning for it at least, you look for the slight pullback just to support. You ask the Magic 8 Ball where you should put your stop for that one tight. And then you retarget. You retarget again. You have the stop or your tight stop. So that gets stopped, let's say, or not. But then you look to maybe open a different position below, because this is a much more advantaged position. Your supports, you can really take it maybe from 1250. It didn't actually get back tested. You can see we still have a trade open there. Or even 1412 here with your stop below 1250. There's many ways to play this. Many ways. Right now, it's a waiting game. How much patience do you have? Whoa. How much patience do you have? Because I'll tell you what, the single most valuable thing in crypto is patience. Check your DM, Subrico. Compare 1 minute SPX and 1 minute BTC. Okay. I was done with this anyway. I was already done with this Rico. Don't tell me what to do. I'm just kidding. Love Rico. If Rico says look at something, I'll look at it, man. I'll stop what I'm doing. Because Rico... Just, I say it all the time, I guess. Maybe not. I hate repeating myself. Pay attention. If you have been in crypto for a year or 2 years, pay attention to what people who have been in crypto for 5 years, 6 years say. Doesn't mean you have to do what they say. Like if they say go long, doesn't mean you have to go long, right? But pay attention to the way they behave, the way they interact. That was maybe the greatest thing I ever discovered in crypto. The more similar mindset you can have to those people, the more successful you'll be, because they're already successful people in the space. Rico's been in the space longer than me. I always listen to him. Again, doesn't mean I have to agree with him. Doesn't mean I'm going to do what he says. But I listened to, I read between the lines. I looked for what he's saying. 1 minute. Is this what you're looking for? 1700. I don't really see that much similarity here. They're not totally unsimilar. Rico, in the message, tell me more of what you're looking at. They get a little more similar here. Oh, you overlapped it. Okay, S&P 500. Uno segundo. Oh my. Oh my. I'm just going to pull up Rika's chart because mine is not working. Is not working. This is what Rika's looking at. Basically, yeah, I mean, kind of algorithmic. I see what you're saying. S&P and Bitcoin both kind of rallied up here and literally dropped at the same time. However, it does look like Bitcoin hit its bottom first. It hit it faster, and it bounced more than the S&P 500. That's what I'm taking away. And that lines up with what I'd always expect. People say, oh, crypto follows stocks and blah, blah, never gonna not, or something, I don't know. But it has always been my opinion that if markets crash, crypto will bottom first and bounce harder, and that's why I think it's a better bet. But this is interesting. We are seeing correlation between the two. The sell-off was obviously in tandem, right? In tandem. I wonder if that timing was like exactly when the news or the DOJ stuff came out. I don't know. Probably. Bitcoin has not moved at all. Has not moved. We already looked at XRP. Nano coming down. Ooh. We were impatient on that. We should have waited. Nano coming on down to strong support. 50, 100, and 20 daily moving averages overlapping just above 7 cents. We went in this a little early. This is a really great trade in my opinion because it's so easy in the sense of to find an invalidation, and that's obviously that horizontal right below these big moving averages. If it loses them, things look terrible. I think it's likely to do this. Something like that. What did it's 2:30. I'm already on for an hour again. God damn it, you guys. It's my fault. It's not your fault. All right. ONE. Let's look at a quick following the TA. Looking for that 200 rejection. We got it. Looking for a test at 100 for support. Right around that horizontal. Looking pretty good. That would be around 0.15 cents. Similar setup. Strong moving averages on the day. We see the 20 and 50 crossing bullishly. Money flow coming over. Breaking out from that, I'd be looking for an upside target of just under 3 cents. 2.999999 cents. Can I get through all of them? AAVE blasting off. Hit its next upside resistance. These shorts have not been great. We were looking for a pullback. We didn't get it. Now that I'm like, oh, we probably shouldn't put a short. Probably now we'll get that pullback. We'll see. AAVE, where do we even have upside targets after this? We just started looking at this one. 116, let's call it. We'll do more in depth next stream. 116, 115. Support below you. It's above the 200 daily, meaning it's kind of diverging from the rest of the market as it's more bullish above the 200 daily. Lots of coins are just kind of fighting with it right now. You have many supports below, $75, $67. None of them have been tested. If you see this red candle turn into a bigger one, which doesn't really look like right now, that's why I look for a bounce. All right. APT got it. ENJ got it. Sol got it. All right. We've been live forever. I wanted to make this like an hour-long stream. I failed because there was so much hype. We had like 1,000 viewers. It's cooled off now. We got 550 likes. I was hoping we get 690, 69. Either way, we did get 420. So go forth and blaze it, my fam. Whew, go forth. If there's any spicy moves in the next 48 hours, we'll go live Spice emergency style as always. If not, I will catch you guys Friday at 1:30 p.m. East. Oh no, I hit the Bing X button. Whoops. Not that one. Check out our spot. Actually, no. Sign up for Bybit. If you trade crypto, sign up for Bybit under my link. It helps support the stream. They're a sponsor of our channel. Links in the video description below. Market Cypher, you see me using it all the time. Our sponsors are wonderful. Make sure you've jumped into the Discord. I'm going to do the live airdrop of BTC in just a second. That's right. You can follow me on the Twitters. And check out the playlist. I think we're up to 30 shorts now, 30 educational shorts. So check out that playlist. Let me know what you think. Comment, like, subscribe. Again, after the stream ends, comment a coin if we didn't look at it that you want to see in the comments. And we'll try to look at it next stream. Shizzle. Did we look at Bake? We looked at Bake, right? I didn't just pull that up. If I skipped over it and didn't look at it, I'll feel like a dick. This might be the last one. Did Bake just disappear on me? Yep, I literally was like, yeah, we'll look at it, but not right away. I'm an ass. I'll have to do more in depth on this. I already kind of wrapped it up. Honestly, this chart kind of looks worse than everything else. Sorry, my friend. Bake still fighting with that lower high. It doesn't have, almost every single other coin has done this, and then we've been looking for this move. Looks like Bake's kind of rejecting from this resistance. Sorry, my friend. Ooh. It's at an all-time low. This Bake's a knife. Please be careful with Bake. Maybe this isn't the whole history. We'll find the rest of it. My bad, dude. I meant to do that earlier. I apologize. Anyway, I love you guys. Make sure you've joined the Discord, smash the likes, etc. Comment after the live what coins you want to see, and I will see you Friday at 1:30 p.m. East. Check out crownanalysis.com. I love you. Bye.